the building today.
Glad they are.
They in the building today.
You a bad girl and you feel bad too. You got the swag.
Swag, son. You dripping
Get the
swag.
swag, dude. I see you in the house. Come on down. Come on in.
Come on now. Come on
We got
down.
a full show, full house.
Around. You
We ready
feel
to
me?
make it happen.
Make it
Thanksgiving
happen.
week, y'all.
That's crazy.
Coming to you live from the Sit Your Ass Down studios. Welcome to the Me and D
Pops and Son.
podcast.
For that ass.
For that ass.
For that ass.
For that ass. No Diddy. No doubt. For 4 more years and 2 months.
4 more years. Probably,
And 2
probably
months.
like a month now, right?
I don't think he'd get out for 4 years and 1 month.
Yeah, 4 years and 1 month.
Yeah.
Then he already served a month.
Yeah, he probably, I guess
Do they give him serve time?
I guess he'll get a little bit for time served.
Yeah, time
But
served.
yeah, we'll see.
Damn, that's
He
still a
ain't
long
coming to a
time.
party near you though anytime soon.
All I'm gonna say, that party when he get out though,
Ooh. He's probably selling tickets now.
he gonna go back to jail.
Man, right.
That party when he get out of jail gonna be crazy.
They just gonna put baby oil in the Hudson River and everybody just jump
He
in.
gonna slip and slide from the jail to the thing like a little penguin. Baby,
Like
to the
Happy
bed.
Feet.
Yeah, he gonna slide all the way to the
Slide all the way
crib.
to the party, right to the back room,
Man.
right back to jail.
Hey, it was party of the century, but I gotta serve another year.
Already. Today is November 23rd, 2025.
Okay.
About a month and a couple weeks before this year is over with, and we'll be moving on to 2026.
Man.
Let's pay a few respects. Rest in
sir.
peace. Randy Jones, San Diego's first Cy Young Award winner, passed away at the age of 75. To Paige Greco, Paralympic gold medalist. She passed away at the age of 28. Germany's Kessler twins, Alice and Ellen, who became dance stars in the 50s and 60s, they passed away at the age of 89. I had to do a little research, D, because by them being twins, you know, most of the time they're always together or always doing things in lockstep. Well, it was confirmed by the Munich police that they committed suicide together. That was sad.
That's
They
sad.
did a
Together?
joint suicide, yeah.
How old were they?
89 years old. That's an unbreakable bond right
that's
there.
crazy. But 89, why now?
If I had to guess, probably one of them was sick and the
Oh,
other one
I
didn't
wanna
want to
live
be without
you.
the other.
Yep. I can't. We didn't. Yep.
That's that bond that they had.
Yep.
Yeah, that's that twin bond.
Crazy.
Yep.
Wow. Rest in peace. Damn.
Rest in peace.
That's crazy.
To actor Spencer LaFranco, passed away at the age of 33. To Jelly Bean Johnson, best known for being a founding member of Prince's band, The Time. He passed away the other night. His real name, Gary George Johnson, died suddenly Friday. He was a drummer, guitarist, and producer. So rest in peace to
Rest in
Jelly
peace.
Bean.
Jelly
Don't
bean.
be so mean, as Morris Day used to say. And the
Jelly
former
bean.
NBA and Wake Forest star Rodney Rogers passed away at the age of 54 from natural causes related to a spinal cord injury he sustained in 2008 from a dirt bike accident.
Oh.
Yeah. Those ATVs and dirt bikes, nothing to play with, man, especially if you flip and then the bike flips onto you. I don't wish that
It's
upon
really no
anybody.
Yeah,
For real.
really no joke. That ain't especially a spinal cord injury, and then there's so many things that can go wrong. Paralyzed, fluid can leak into it. You know, bloodstream, different things
Yeah.
like that. Whew.
Rest
back
in
in
peace,
2008
Rodney
that it
Rogers.
happened?
Huh? 2008.
And so the accident happened in 2008, and then
And he's been suffering
that.
all the way to this time because, yeah, when you have one of those kind of injuries, your health is not the best. You know, you suffer from a lot of different things. It just, you know, illnesses that come up on you when your body's not right. So
that's crazy.
Crazy. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Birthdays being celebrated today. Tennis great Boris Becker won Wimbledon in 85, 86, and 89. To recently inducted this year, All-Pro safety Eric Allen played for the Eagles, Saints, and the Raiders. To Greg Luzinski, MLB left fielder and DH. He was a 4-time All-Star. Won a World Series in 1980. Happy birthday to him. And to Billie Jean King, legendary tennis player. She won 12 Grand Slam singles titles, 39 Grand Slam titles. So happy birthday, Miss Billie Jean King. And then the Oscar Pistorius, South African Paralympic athlete. He won gold 6 times. He was convicted of murder. He killed his girlfriend. This was probably, I want to say about 10, 15 years ago. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, he served his time and was recently released. I think we talked about that one of our podcasts when we first started. I believe he was released from jail after serving time for,
man.
If I remember the story right, he said
he did
a robber broke in, and anyway, the story didn't pan out. So.
Yeah, it didn't.
But happy birthday, Oscar. You can't celebrate a birthday today. Looking on the bright side of things. Happy birthday.
It's always a silver lining. Happy birthday.
Exactly. We always look for the silver lining in the cloud.
Damn.
A little history on November 23rd. In 2023, Dallas Cowboys defensive back Ron Bland breaks NFL single season record for interception returns for a touchdown with his 5th in a 45-10 win over visiting Washington Commanders. The previous record of 4 set in 1971 and most recently tied in 1993. All right, 2018. I remember this one. Phil Mickelson needs 22 holes to beat Tiger Woods in their head-to-head golf matchup. Mickelson wins the $9 million purse and a championship belt crafted with 18-karat gold and 2 carats worth of diamonds.
Damn.
The 4 extra holes forced the match to finish under the lights at Shadow Creek Golf Course in North Las Vegas. Bleacher Report Live, the sports streaming platform for Turner Sports, makes the match available for free to anyone after technical difficulties prevented those who paid $19.99 to see the live stream. So yeah, they were charging for that.
Back.
Yeah, so they made it free for those folks to watch those extra holes.
As well as they should.
They should have. In 2007, in a rare instance of triple doubles, Baron Davis and the Golden State Warriors get the better of Caron Butler and the Washington Wizards. Davis finished with 33 points, 15 assists, and 11 rebounds, and Golden State beat Washington 123-115. Butler ends with 26 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. That's a good game all the way around.
That's a good game, yeah.
2001. This was a weird one here, D. Middleweight boxer James Butler punches his opponent, Richard Grant, long after the final bell at Madison Square Garden in New York. Grant, winner of a 10-round decision, is dropped by Butler, who connects with a short hook with the gloves off. Butler, facing second-degree assault charges, is suspended indefinitely by the New York State Athletics Commission. So he hit the man after the fight when they took the gloves off and knocked him out. Couldn't beat him with the gloves on.
Right, you couldn't beat me with the gloves on.
But he beat him with the gloves off.
And then
sucker punched him, yeah.
Sucker punched him, got him.
1991, Desmond Howard returns a punt against rival number 18 Ohio State for a touchdown, celebrating with his Heisman pose.
Yeah, remember that?
Remember that?
Yeah, the iconic little...
Mm-hmm. En route to number 3, Michigan's biggest win over the Buckeyes in almost 50 years.
How was
the Wolverines win 31-3?
How was Desmond Howard in the NFL? Did he have a pretty good NFL career?
He was okay.
Do you remember?
Yeah,
pretty decent.
I remember he played for Green Bay.
Okay,
part of
probably like a return
Brett
specialist?
Favre's crew, huh?
Did he play corner or was he?
No, he was a return specialist.
Okay,
and then he was a receiver.
Okay.
Yeah. He was okay.
Yeah.
He had a good, decent career. I mean,
right, you made it to the NFL.
You made it to the show.
Yeah,
that's all I can say.
Yep.
And in 1984, Doug Flutie passes for 472 yards and leads Boston College to a 47-14 45 upset victory over Miami with a last-second touchdown throw to Gerard Phelan. And if I remember right, that's the one that he threw. Is that when he had to throw it and the band was
already storming the field.
already on the field and
Yep.
they were running through everybody?
Yeah, that's the
I think that's the game.
One. Yeah, that is
I'm
the
pretty
game.
sure that's the game. But
His
yeah,
little ass was out there.
Flutie didn't get a chance till late in the NFL, it was a shame because I remember once he came into the league, I forgot what team he was with, but
I think he was the Broncos running. Did he play for the Broncos?
I thought he played for Buffalo. Maybe it was
Buffalo.
But he started stacking some wins together, and they were like, "Damn, we missed out on this dude's talent because he wasted all those years in the Canadian Football League."
They weren't messing with him because his measurables.
It was his measurables.
We couldn't do nothing with no 5'8", 160 quarterback, let alone.
Can't measure that heart, though, man.
He was out there.
He was straight slinging it,
he was
as they say.
Dimes.
Let me see who he did play for so we make sure we're accurate. But
Doug Flutie. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Something they can't measure is that heart.
Can't measure that one.
Yeah, he played for New England, Buffalo.
I remember him with Buffalo. Maybe it was New England he came out balling with.
Yeah, well, that was in 2005.
2001 his first team.
Chargers.
It shows first team was Buffalo. Looks like.
Mm-hmm. In '98.
Yeah. All right, so moving on. What's on tap?
What's the haps with the taps?
What's the tap with the haps? The haps with the taps. We got a huge day of football in the NFL today, Week 12. You got the Indianapolis Colts traveling to Arrowhead Stadium to take on the Chiefs.
Put them Chiefs down.
Hey, it's important if they want to show us that they're that team. This is one of those games that you have to get. I know I talked about it on the Monday night wrap-up show. Who have they beaten? Same with the Patriots. Who have you beaten? Well, this is a game where you can show us you are that team.
A desperate Chiefs team who are thirsty for a win.
Thirsty for a win, still trying to get to the playoffs because they're not going to win the division, looks like.
No,
so they're going to have to, get a wild card spot, and this would go a long way in keeping them from doing that. And then you got the Dallas Cowboys at the Eagles, even though the Cowboys don't have a winning record. You got a divisional rivalry game. Mm-hmm. The Eagles are looking to clinch today. If they win this game today, then they'll automatically clinch the division.
All right.
And they're looking to bounce back from all the controversy, all the side noise, all the BS that's been going around inside the locker room. So they need a win. And then tonight you got the Tampa Bay Bucks traveling to L.A. to take on the Rams.
That's a good game, too.
We think the Rams are one of the best teams in the league right now. Mm-hmm. They have a chance to prove that. So 3 important games. There's some other ones, but it's going to be a huge day of football in the NFL as we're coming down the stretch. This is week 12, crazy. Man. This is crazy. 12.
This is where you already see the Eagles can clinch the division. You got teams that are trying to make the wild card. And there's teams that are completely out of it and already looking at a first round. Teams just ain't no chance for you to come back. Well, you're looking at next year.
No chance.
Falcons being one of them. Falcons
no chance. Oh, D, we're gonna talk about your team in a little bit. It's funny you bring them up. Monday Night Football, you got the Carolina Panthers traveling to Santa Clara to face my 49ers.
Okay.
Niners are getting healthy, so that's going to be a good game.
Niners, get that game.
Bryce Young's been playing well of late.
Yes.
So that'd be a good test for him.
Yep.
See how he fares against a decent team that's trying to make the playoffs. So Then we got Thanksgiving football.
Oh,
First game, you got Packers at the Lions.
Wow. Yeah. That's a game, boy.
That's a game. Then you got Chiefs at the Cowboys.
Damn, that's a quick turnaround right there.
For both teams, yeah. And then you got Bengals at the Ravens, that night game.
Bengals at the Ravens? Okay.
And possibly Joe Shiesty. He practiced all week. I don't know why. I wouldn't play him because they're not really playing for anything. Well, they can still win if they have to run the table, but they can still win their division.
You can, but make sure that boy healthy though. Damn,
that's it. Because you hate to knock him out
again
now, and then it lingers on into next season.
Year. Yeah, I might just. I understand, but you might just have to protect your product. You
That's
might-
your investment. 50-something million QB, man.
I'd rather him just be 100% healthy,
Like
next
all the
year,
way
all
healthy.
the way
Like
healthy,
all the little knick-knack
mentally,
injuries,
all that.
anything. Your left toenail heals up, your
Everything
pinky
is,
finger, everything.
and come back fresh next
Come back
year.
fresh.
'Cause
And then Friday, Black Friday, as they call it, you got the Bears at the Eagles. Man, we got a week. We got a
That's
week.
some
Of,
good.
we got a day of good football and a week of good football to
A
look
lot of
forward
good
to.
games to look forward to this week. That's the
And in
habit.
college, we got rivalry week.
It's rivalry week.
It's rivalry week.
Right. It's rivalry week.
Scoop, Scoop, oh Scoop,
Rivalry week.
rivalry week. So we have rivalry week, and you say it the right way. A rivalry week.
Rivalry week. Rivalry week. It's rivalry week.
It's rivalry week.
It's rivalry.
You got Georgia at Georgia Tech at the
That's gonna
Dome.
be it,
That's
man.
always a good game.
That's always a good. Especially
It don't
Georgia
matter.
Tech is good this year.
Yeah, Tech is good now. They just
But they
got beat
lost.
yesterday.
Yeah, they got lost yesterday.
They got humbled yesterday.
They definitely did.
Georgia blew out. Was it Sanford or Charlotte? One of them.
Charlotte.
It was.
We got a cupcake one. We
You had a
to get
cupcake. I don't know why they got cupcakes in week 12, 13 of the college season, but oh well.
They needed
Then
a break.
Then you got Tennessee at Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's trying
That's
to
a good
sneak in the back door.
Exactly.
Number 1, Ohio State takes on Michigan. That's always a
That's
a
always
classic
good game.
battle.
See,
I mean-
Ohio State been facing some cupcakes too.
and
Their
they hadn't
schedule's
played
not that-
anybody. I'm
They
telling you,
haven't
D,
played nobody, bro.
this might be the game that they lose.
They blew out Rutgers yesterday.
Blew
I'm
out
like,
Rutgers. I turned it off. I put
they
it
ain't
on the
playing nobody.
Mizzou game because Oklahoma was playing.
I don't see no trials or tribulations.
No, but they're still number 1.
Still
I mean,
number
they beat
one.
everybody they put in front
I'm
of
trying
them,
to
but I guess the
man.
biggest test was Texas.
Texas, but then they face Grambling State, University of Ohio,
Right.
Washington, Minnesota, Illinois, Wisconsin. They blew out Penn State, Purdue, UCLA, and Rutgers.
See, the Big Ten is not as formidable and as strong as the SEC. I don't care what they say.
The only
I know
ranked-
they've won the last 2 championships, but you can't tell me that
They
the
ain't facing no
Big
ranked
Ten
teams.
gauntlet is the equal to the SEC gauntlet. That SEC every week, man, it's
every
a good
week
game.
is a.
It's a battle.
I don't care who it is. Kentucky. I don't care if it's. I don't care. If
Arkansas, shoot, Arkansas
yeah.
be putting points up
It's,
on
you go and
folks.
pick Suey, boy. That environment is so hectic, bro. You can't.
Right.
Come on, Mississippi State, like even Florida, like
With
that,
no
man,
coach.
with
They're
no
still
coach.
playing decent.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. The SEC is by far, to me, the strongest of the conferences, but they got to win it to make everybody understand that. Moving on, you got Indiana takes on Purdue, Oregon takes on Washington. That's a big game. And then Notre Dame takes on Stanford, who struggled this year. Notre Dame still trying to win out. And then I looked at their last game, or is this their last game? This is their last game. Notre Dame hadn't played anyone other than USC, who just lost yesterday to Oregon. So
Nobody
we shall move on. In the leadoff spot,
in the leadoff spot.
the odds say no,
Stop.
but surely you're the one, right? Cleveland Brown quarterbacks in their debut are 0-17 since they moved back from Baltimore to Cleveland. Cleveland quarterbacks in their starting debut games are 0-17. So this refers to Shedeur Sanders. This is a big game for Shedeur. We
It's a
had a
big-
lot of excuses this past Monday night, why he struggled last Sunday. He didn't take reps with the first team, and he was thrown into the fire, and he wasn't expected to play, which that baffles me because if you're the backup, you should always be expected to play. You should always be ready. So we gave him the benefit of the doubt. You got no excuses today, Shedeur. And you're going up against the Raiders, one of the
Oh.
worst teams in the league.
Yeah,
He's
It's
got no
the-
excuses, D.
it's no excuses, but
He's got the ball.
look at all the look. Who does he got though?
You
The
still-
Browns are terrible to me. I ain't.
Yeah,
gonna
they
lie.
are. They
The
are.
Browns are terrible. Ain't no excuses for him, and I'm
You
not.
got
gonna give him
Njoku. You got Jerry Judy, you got some talent.
It's some talent, but look at all the quarterbacks they've gone through this year alone. In the past
Yeah.
couple years, they don't. The Cleveland Browns don't set up any quarterback, not just Shador. They don't set up any quarterback to succeed. Just Baker. You can just go through the line. I want to see how many quarterbacks Stefanski has had since he's been a coach.
I think it's at 13.
13 quarterbacks.
I think it's at 13 quarterbacks. Yeah, since he's been the head coach.
That just tells me that even if Shador was prepped and prepared, get out of there. Get out of there. You don't need get out of there. They're not a winning organization. They're not about winning. They don't do anything that sets up to get their quarterbacks ready. I don't care if it's any quarterback. Dillon Gabriel. Look, they had Joe Flacco.
Right. And he was your leader. That's the reason you shouldn't have got rid of him, because he needed
him.
Yeah, Shador needs him in the quarterback room.
Deshaun Watson was struggling there. Baker took him to a playoff game, but then they just got rid of him. We're going to see. I think Shador's going to have a good game, but I think at the end of the day, Browns is not an organization you need to be playing for.
That part I would definitely agree with.
They have a long history of just not – their quarterback management is terrible. It's like the Jets. You're not going to get
okay, it says here 11, but I don't always trust
11 quarterbacks.
I don't always trust AI, because I also heard 13. But listen to some of the quarterbacks he's had, D. Jacoby Brissett, of course, you mentioned Baker Mayfield, Case Keenum, Joe Flacco, Josh Dobbs, Teddy Bridgewater. Oh, that's when he was with Minnesota. My bad. Yeah, it says 11 quarterbacks start a game under his tenure with the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, and they're probably not even talking about Dillon Gabriel and now Shador. So that probably would make 13.
This year.
Yeah, that probably would make 13. That's crazy.
That's crazy. But we'll see.
I forgot about Brissett played for the. Oh, we forgot about Deshaun Watson. They didn't even mention his name. You did, but this didn't.
That's what I'm saying.
It's got to be him, though. I don't even know if it's the organization. What's that say if you were supposedly an offensive guru, an offensive genius, and you don't make quarterbacks better? That's the one thing I can say about Kyle Shanahan. He may not call a great game. Mm-hmm. His clock management may be horrible, but he gets the best out of any quarterback that you give him. That part,
you ain't lying
and
about
that thing I will give him. Yeah. I've been often critical of, like I say, his time management and his play calling.
In big games, yep.
In big games, but the dude can coach a quarterback up. That he can do.
Yeah, I can see him struggling, but hopefully he has a good game, but something ain't going.
You don't feel confident?
If Patrick Mahomes was starting for the Browns, he was going to struggle.
Damn.
Under Stefanski. Like, I'm being real.
Right.
Josh Allen. You can take some of the top quarterbacks. If they're playing for that franchise, they're not going to succeed.
So you're saying that man stunts the quarterback's growth?
Absolutely.
Okay. I don't have anything to fall back on other than in terms of Stefanski. But Shador, I need you to show up and show out today.
Okay, yeah, especially because
I need him to quiet all the critics, all the haters. I need him to shut them up today.
Someone got,
and it wasn't a good look last week, D. At the end of the game, he was sitting there on the bench crying, and Lamar was looking for him to shake his hand, and he was on the bench. He didn't go out there to midfield and look for old boy, but Lamar was looking for him. That wasn't a good look. You got to be a pro, man. This is in Pee Wee football where you lose the game and you don't have to go congratulate the other team.
They ain't even got no run game.
You got to be a professional, man.
That's the thing. They ain't even got no running back to help the boy out. Damn. No run game. It's literally going to be all on him.
Oh, it's going to be a run game.
He going to be running
for
his
running
life.
Out the back of that pocket.
Man,
and yeah.
It's not going to be.
He just needs to show up and show out. That's all I can say. All right, we're going to move on. Narratives can be changed. So if Shane Steichen can coach the game of his life and Danny Jones can play the game of his life, the Colts can travel into Arrowhead and get a win. Coach D, what is your motivating speech if you were in the locker room? What are you going to do to get these boys fired up to come away from Kansas City with a win today? What's your motivating speech?
Oh, my motivating speech, man, we got to come out the gate strong. Don't let up. We don't fear them. It's us versus us. We're going to go in there, do our job. You do your job and have trust in the man next to you. That's all you got to do. We a team. We're going to play as a unit. And we don't worry about what they going to do. We don't worry about nothing else. We play our game. And if you do your job and have trust in the man next to you, we're going to win this game. These are the type of the games that's going to get us ready for what we ultimately want, a championship, to get in the playoffs. These are teams you have to beat. Defense, I want you to get after him. Get that man. He ain't doing nothing. And in offense, we got Jonathan Taylor.
You got JT.
We got JT. And JT we trust. O-line, I want you to block your ass off and get JT the ball. Danny Dimes, I want you to hit these receivers like no other. Catch the ball and have faith. I'm going to do my job. Y'all do your job. We're going to win this game. Now let's go play some football.
There you go, D. Good speech.
I'll be a coach, man. I'm ready for Jamar to start playing.
My speech, I don't know if I can top that one. My speech is going to be simple. Every week going forward, fellas, is a Super Bowl for us.
Exactly.
And let's win one for Jim. Jim Irsay, the owner who passed away in the offseason. Let's win this for Jim. Every game going forward is our Super Bowl. Let's make it happen. Boom.
Simple as that.
And I'm just going to drop the mic and walk out, get my clipboard. I'm going out on the field. I'm ready.
Pretty much.
Ready
Focus
spaghetti.
on this game. Focus on we're going to go through the first quarter. We're going to win that quarter. We're going to go to the second quarter. We're going to win that quarter. We're going to the third quarter. We're going to win that quarter. Fourth quarter, we're going to win that quarter. We just do quarter by quarter. We're going to win the game, and it's on to the next.
There
you
you go.
Let's get it. Come
but
on
as
now.
one point you did make that I like, teams, and I said this at the beginning of the season, teams aren't fearing number 15 like they used to.
Oh,
and they're really not fearing that squad.
We said that earlier in the season.
We said it
way before all this started to happen. And we saw it. Like, they're not going back from the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Eagles did not fear them. They put the pressure on that boy, and they dominated. Same, and you see it. Like, that's what the Broncos did. They were down, but they came back and stunned them. You got Travis Kelce about to cry on the sideline. Stunned.
We came to Mile High Stadium
and got beat. Ain't nobody
beat.
fearing you, bro. No one's scared of you no more. We not little no more.
Yeah. All right, son. Moving on. As I alluded to earlier, this is about your franchise. And I know we talked about it the other night. Certain franchises being snake bitten.
Oh, God.
I got to wonder if yours might be one of those, dude. Because 4 head coaches in the last 15 years. Yeah, Mike Smith, Dan Quinn, they gave them each about 5 years each. Arthur Smith, they cut him loose early. And Raheem Morris, I think he's on the hot seat, D.
He's on the hot seat next year for sure.
You think they give him one more year?
If they gave Arthur Smith about 3 years, I think they're gonna give Raheem about 3 years.
Give him at least 3 to
just give him about 3
because he really can't help what's happened to him now.
Exactly.
You got Michael Penix lost for the season. You're stuck with a quarterback that you really didn't want, but now you gotta have him. That don't mean anything in terms of success. You've had since Matty Ice left in 2021, you had quarterbacks the likes of Marcus Mariota, Desmond Ridder, Taylor Heineke, Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix Jr. Don't none of those put fear in your heart when you go out on the field. None of those say division championships. None of those say we're on the right path to turning this around.
We need a coach to bring in a winning culture.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about, coaches who bring out the best in their quarterbacks and their players. Don't get me wrong. I like Raheem Morris. I see him having good rapport with the players and the quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
But I need someone who's going to bring in some intensity and
some toughness.
Toughness. The fact that we keep losing when we're up in games.
Mm-hmm.
We're up in games at halftime. And then the second is
controlling games. Yeah.
We are literally cursed. I don't know what switches up in the second half, defensively, offensively. I don't know why our players get complacent. I don't know why they think, oh, we're up. They don't think that it's another professional football team. It goes all the way back to 28-3. You don't lose when you're up 28-3 at halftime. And again, with the Colts, we were up against the Colts and lost. And after halftime, we were up in that game. Same thing with the Panthers last week. We were up in that game, controlling that game, and we let them walk us down.
I think you let Tampa walk you down.
Tampa, we were up in that game.
When Koo missed those kicks,
Koo missed those kicks. They walked us down. Finish a game. Someone that has to be put on. Someone's got to be like, if you.
That's what I'm saying. You got to have a sacrificial lamb.
If you costing us game like buddy number 36 who got burnt like toast on that long play, it was a long deep throw, you're out of the game. I don't care if it's Jesse Bates. You're missing a tackle. You're out of the game. I want someone who can get in here and make a tackle. Who is trying to win? Just because you're a starter don't mean you're going to be a starter.
I was going to say, just if it comes from the practice team, somebody with some heart and some grit, and somebody who wants to just play. And let's play to win.
But shoot, I mean, that is a curse. That's why I'm about to be done with them. That's a cursed franchise. Our starting quarterback, one in a lifetime quarterback, Michael Vick, he goes down for dog fighting.
Yeah.
It's a cursed franchise, man. And then we get Matty Ice.
Of all things to blow a successful career in that city for that franchise. It wasn't injury, dog fighting, stuff you did away from the damn field.
Dog fighting. And then you get Matty Ice, who had a decent career, but
he had a decent career.
He could never get us over the hump. So it's almost like it was a teaser for 10 plus seasons or whatever. You had a good quarterback and we had good talent.
He did keep you in games, though, for real.
Us in games, but we could never win the ultimate game.
I was listening to a couple podcasts about the Falcons this week. The media feels that the team would be better under Arthur Smith now than under Raheem Morris. That's saying a lot.
And that
because they ran Arthur Smith out. They ran him out of there. And the media really feels that if he had stayed and if he had Penix, they'd be a much better team.
Well, can we do something to where we can keep Raheem and Arthur or something? Like, can we have Arthur as the head coach or Raheem as a head coach and vice versa, like defense, keep one of them.
Raheem is a good defensive coordinator, but he's just not a head coach.
He's not a head coach. I don't think Arthur's a head coach.
No, he's not. He's not. Maybe if you have two good coordinators, they can combine and make one good coach.
You just got to have someone who brings in an intensity, like a Dan Campbell, like a
Mike,
like a Vrabel, like a is it a DeMeco or DeMarco?
Yeah, DeMeco Ryan.
That's his name. I always say DeMarco.
That defense that they put together is unreal. They made Josh Allen want to go home Thursday night.
They did. They did. And they were eating buffalo wings too. After the game, the players was eating buffalo wings.
That's crazy. And they should have been.
Some type of attitude, some type of
some swag. But some real swag.
Yeah,
like it's not fake swag. This is based upon play. Not based upon looks.
Even if I'm not gonna say be a dirty team, but at least
be like just be hard nosed though.
Yeah,
hit hard. Make teams be afraid to come see.
Push the quarterback down. Right. Like after the play, throw a little. You ain't gotta be dirty, but make teams be like, oh yeah, that's a.
Yeah, we really don't want to go see
them. We don't really like. Damn, now we gotta deal with them. Yeah. Push them after the. Don't do.
Because I'm telling you, after Thursday night, teams don't want to go into Houston and have to fight for their playoff lives. They don't want to see that team. I'm telling you, the way they hit and the way they get after the quarterback, you don't want to see them these next few weeks. Trust me. Part 2 to the question about your franchise, have the Panthers somehow put themselves in better position than the Falcons? Absolutely. I'm starting to believe more in them than the Falcons. And that's saying a lot.
Absolutely, they have. Just from the confidence and way they carry themselves. They've been running the ball well. Bryce Young has had a confidence about him. Receivers are starting to step up. Is it Dave Canales, the coach? He's starting to dial up some plays. They were throwing deep on us. Oh, yeah, we got them. No worries at all. Even if they were down, they were still calling plays to put them in a great position. Going back to that overtime game, we did have bad tackling, but, dude, you could just see the confidence was just spruing off of them, and they are a dangerous team. Now, don't get me wrong, they slip up. I'm not gonna say that they're But right
You're
now,
they're not the class of the division,
they're not the
but
class of
I
division,
see
but
them turning things around though, slowly but surely.
I can almost see them out leveraging the Bucks low key because
Yeah.
of the
Yep.
injuries, and the Bucks are going through a little gauntlet right now. Now you got the
Right.
Rams. That's another tough game that you got to
Mhm.
go through. The Panthers, they got nothing to lose. They got young talent. They got nothing to lose. They got a winning record right now. I'm
When's the
saying that.
last time we've said that at this point in the
I
season?
said that. And the Falcons have all the talent, but we don't know how to put it all together and play all 4 quarters. We play a great first half of football, and then the second half, it is absolutely just
Trash bag.
I don't even want to watch it. Like today, I'm gonna have red zone on. I'm not even
Who
gonna
do
have
they
it.
play, D?
We play the Saints in New Orleans.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Which should be a winnable
That
game.
should be a winnable game. Yeah.
You never know.
Damn. All
They
right.
trash,
We'll move
man.
on.
Yeah, let's move on, man.
It's not a taco.
It's not a burrito.
It's not a pizza.
It's not a sandwich.
It's not a panini. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap between Brandon Ayuk and the San Francisco 49ers.
I forgot y'all even had Ayuk.
D, I never was waiting on him to come back because that kind of injury where he tore last year, he tore his ACL, MCL, and meniscus against the Chiefs. That's not a typical 1 year and I'm right back on the field. That's a long rebuild, a lot of rehab. But it says Ayuk has failed to attend meetings and declined to participate in other team activities in recent months, and the 49ers have grown increasingly frustrated with the receiver's lack of communication. The 49ers responded by voiding the guaranteed money in Ayuk's contract for 2026, asserting that the absences amounted to a failure to fulfill his contractual obligations. Ayuk, according to multiple league sources, told NFL Players Association representatives that he did not want to fight the move via an official grievance that would clear the way for his expected release at the season's end. Says the move is going to save the 49ers $25 million for the 2026 season.
Oh yeah, they need that 25.
They need that. They
need
desperately need that to build that defense back up. But like I was saying, I didn't expect them to come back this year anyway. And then after all the multiple injuries, I was just like, well, okay, what's he coming back for? Now they're still playing. They're getting healthy. But I didn't want them, D, to come back. Well, let me back up. I didn't want them to pay him all that money. I knew he was a good receiver, but I didn't think he was a $28 million a year receiver. And so I was cool if they had traded him. I'd rather have had Debo than Ayuk. Looking back at it, even though Debo was often injured, I've been on record as saying I wasn't sad to see him go, but I'd rather have him than Ayuk.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, good riddance. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap for him. That 25 M's, especially if you don't think he's going to come back. Yeah, you need that. Especially you just need some backing. You need a lot of backing. And then just players who are going to be there, man. He tore his ACL, MCL while listening to TLC.
And meniscus.
Dude, it's a wrap for you. And honestly, you can cater that money to somewhere else where you really need it, like building that defense up and then give you, get a little bit more, maybe a weapon or two for Purdy.
I want to build that offensive line up for Purdy.
There you go. And that kid's going to keep CMC healthy, keep him upright. If you got open lanes as a running back, and as a quarterback, you can stay on your feet.
Exactly.
Shoot, look at Joe Burrow. I'm sure he's begging for an offensive line.
Big time. He's tired of running and getting hurt. I guess I won't be singing my song anyway. Ayuk, ooh, ooh. That was you all. Ayuk, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, that was our way
from the first time that song came out. That's what I was singing that at the wedding. You all were singing the real thing. I was over there singing, Ayuk, you.
Are you even real? Didn't make you up.
It's so cynical.
We practiced that dance for like a week or 2, week and a half straight We was
For
in the
real,
kitchen.
you all did the
Yeah,
damn thing,
we
D.
was in the kitchen dancing, and now every time I hear that song, it just now we
Every
just
time that's what I think about.
do a
Like I
little
said, I won't
dance.
be singing I uke anymore. But
Ah, you,
all right, so we'll
that's
move
funny.
on. The third CFP playoff rankings were released on the 18th. And so we always follow up to see how the teams fared that made the top 12. Nothing's going to change. Every team won that was supposed to win in the top 12. So you got Ohio State 1, Indiana 2, Texas A&M 3. That wraps up the 11-0 teams. And you got Georgia at 4, Texas Tech 5, Ole Miss 6, Oregon 7. That wraps up the 10-1 teams. Then you got Oklahoma 8, Notre Dame 9, Alabama 10. Those are the 9-2 teams. BYU is 10-1 at 11, and then Utah is 9-2 at number 12. Everybody won moving into rivalry week, so probably not going to be many changes. Shouldn't be any changes in the CFP rankings this upcoming week.
No, it shouldn't be too many changes. I'm glad. Shoot, I'm glad Georgia's still in there. Shoot, it's tough.
And they did move up one, so they're fourth.
We'll take that.
They're going to be sitting pretty. All they got to do is take care of business.
Yeah,
and
that's
beat
it.
Georgia Tech.
Yeah,
because I got a feeling that Texas A&M and Texas game, Texas A&M,
that's gonna be the game to watch.
Yeah, number 3 Texas A&M, number 17 Texas.
That's still the battle of Texas.
Man, so they could possibly Texas kind of work their way back in there. Even though 3 losses though, I don't know that the 3 losses won't help them.
But the thing is, damn, it sucks for. And
that's what I'm saying. You're in the SEC. You're playing the best of the best every week.
Texas got 2 losses at the moment, right?
I thought they had 3.
Oh, they got 3 losses.
Yeah, they got 3,
and it's still 17.
Yeah, but
that's crazy.
But again, you got to look at strength of opponent.
That's true. Because I guess so. Because Georgia Tech, they only had 1 loss, and that dropped because they were top 10. Were undefeated. That 1 loss dropped them out of the playoffs.
Right.
And then they lost again, so they definitely not going to make it.
Let's play. Your guess is as good as mine. So at this point, we've already said Lane Kiffin should stay at Ole Miss. Where's he going, D? Is he staying? Is he going to LSU? Or is he going to Florida?
Damn.
Because it's been mighty quiet. If you were staying, you would say that definitively. You would already
be like, yeah, I'm not even.
I'm not moving. We're happy here. They would have already announced an extension and gave him $11 million by now.
Whoever's going to give that bag, Lane Kiffin, he bought his bread. He's not.
I think it's going to be LSU.
He don't really have no ties to
alliances,
loyalty. He bought them M's. So whoever's going to give them M's, that's where him's going to go.
Wants them M's.
Hims want them M's.
Hims wants them M's.
Honestly, whoever gives off that bag and says who they want them, that's where he going to go. Because if the bag is at Ole Miss, he going to stay. But if it's at LSU or Florida, deuces.
You bump me those 2 M's that would put me at 11 million. I'm just staying put.
He can be, but until next time. I'm a holler. That's that Lane Kiffin. You gonna hit him with that because I gotta go get this cheese over
I'm about to go get. But damn, would you want to start over? You built this program up. I understand. I get it. But once you're making that kind of money, what's 2 more?
What's an extra 2 M's?
That's just more taxes I gotta pay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's gonna be taxed anyway. That's only an extra 500,000 for real. Like profit. I mean, that is a lot of money,
you get about you get 1.5 of it.
But like you said, I already built a program. I already got recruits here who came here. We can already build something. I got the coaches here. It takes a lot just to maneuver all that, move all.
We got
coaches.
The boosters backing. We got the community.
They behind us.
The family's tied in. That one of his daughters goes to school there.
You only got 1 loss. Like you only got 1
right.
loss. You still fight. You're still
at
in the
Ole
playoffs
Miss.
right now.
Exactly.
At Ole Miss. Like,
you're gonna get that. Now. You're gonna get more money, and you're gonna get more problems.
And you down,
especially if you go to another institution.
Especially
more
in
money,
the
more
SEC.
problems.
Especially another rivalry.
Florida or LSU. They're gonna be breathing down your neck, man, for some quick wins.
You not my. And especially if your daughter's still at Ole Miss and then you leave, all the heckling she gonna get.
She'll probably go with them. I would venture to say she'll probably transfer.
Her boyfriend at LSU.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, the linebacker Weeks.
I knew her boyfriend went to one of the school. I thought he
Yeah.
went to Ole Miss with her.
No, so he's at LSU. So that
Oh,
was
well,
the
then
big.
that's where they're going in.
That was the big thing when LSU and Ole Miss faced. The daughter
Ah,
was dating the linebacker Weeks, one of the Weeks brothers, number 40 for LSU, and then of course he's at Ole Miss. So it was a big thing. Like,
gotcha.
is she gonna be rooting for Ole Miss or LSU for
Yeah.
her man's? But if he goes to LSU,
She gotta
she gonna transfer
root
to
for her
LSU.
pops. Damn him. Who
Oh
you
yeah, she
with this
better.
weeks?
You'll be with somebody else this week.
This week's.
Yeah.
All right. So you say, where do you say though? Where do you land on where he's going? You just say whoever offers the biggest bag. I think they're all gonna offer him the same amount.
So they offered him the same amount. If it was me, I would stay at Ole Miss, but I could probably see him at LSU.
Me too.
LSU is really wanting to get back in the forefront
Exactly.
of football. They are
Yep.
thirsty to get back with Georgia, with the Alabamas. That's usually who it is. They usually LSU, Alabama, Georgia
Yeah.
are going to be at the top three in the SEC. Granted, Florida when they had Tebow in them, but just notoriously LSU, Alabama, Georgia are always the top of the top in the SEC. They want to get back to that threshold. So I think LSU is going to be the team that's trying to get them the most, especially
if I'm gonna make the jump, that's where I'm going.
Yeah, your daughter, and the man's,
right.
There's already ties there.
But
right
if
there.
all things are equal, I'm staying. I'm not uprooting. Now they say he still has a house in Florida from when he was in Florida Atlantic.
Right. So he got a crib in Florida though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I don't know how close that is to Gainesville, but not sure about that part of it. But like I said, if all things are equal, I'm staying. So we'll move on.
Yeah.
Real quick. Are we really doing this? You brought it up either last week or week before last, the Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul fight.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like we're really doing this
they really doing
December 19th. I just read it's going to be an 8-round fight, and Joshua, who is 6'6", must come in weighing no more than 245 pounds at the official weigh-in.
Damn.
So there's a couple of stipulations.
That's still.
But a big man. And he's a knockout artist.
Pounds.
Now, I will watch this one. I said when Jake Paul decides to fight a real boxer, I'll watch it. He should get crushed. I don't think he's going to. I don't think Joshua's going to do it. I think they're going to make some kind of arrangement that it's going to be a draw, or
it's going to.
If he beats him, he'll beat him, but he's not going to beat him up like we want to see.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's not going to be. It's not going to be like 100% authentic. It's going to be some stipulations.
In other words, don't send the money to DraftKings, FanDuel. We'll be able to gamble in Missouri legally by then.
And no more than 245 pounds. That's still 6'6", 245. Jake Paul's not going to be able to get. He's probably going to be 220.
220 at the most.
But he's going to be slow.
Exactly.
You're not a natural heavyweight. 245 for Joshua. He's going to be light on his feet.
He's going to be looking slim and trim.
He's going to be ready to. He's going to be moving.
Yeah.
Jake Paul at 225, bro, you're going to be slow and sluggish.
He's just hoping to land one lucky punch is really what it's about. For 8 rounds, he's trying to just land a lucky punch. But if Joshua does the right thing, he's going to counter that and knock you the F out.
And I'm going to keep you at distance, bro.
Right.
6'6", my wingspan probably close to 7 foot. Bro,
I'm keeping
you at bay. And then you come in bro.
It shouldn't even be a fight.
It shouldn't even be a fight. Joshua should win this fight easily.
And a knockout.
A clean knockout.
Right.
Or if anything, Jake Paul should get beat up. Like,
right.
He should
like not, to a pulp. Like,
it should not even be close.
Like Rocky used to get beat up in the movies.
Yes. Like he should look like he went through the fight. But I don't think it's going to end up that way.
I don't think it's going to be that. I really don't.
It's going to be that way.
It's probably going to be a waste of my night, but we'll see. Now, the undercard I'm looking forward to seeing, I like Alicia Baumgardner, little boxer. I like her. It won't be that bad of a fight.
He do put on other fighters, though.
He does.
He does a good job.
Amanda Serrano. She's one of my favorites.
Good fights. Yeah. Even if you might waste your time with his fight. He be putting other fighters on so they can get their cheese.
Yes, he does. He does have a good promotion.
He does.
Yeah.
I get him. I give
And
him
it's gonna be on Netflix.
That's a bag.
That's a bag,
We
man.
trying to
That's
get to Netflix.
and I know that's what Anthony Joshua was saying. He's like, the fight that he was gonna have this. No, it was last night. He would have had it on the 22nd. That fight wasn't going to generate the money he's about to make.
You
so
talking about Netflix?
I can't be mad at him for taking the fight.
No, I can't be mad.
But I just want it to be a real fight. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Not mad at the situation, but it's got to be real. Pops' pop culture question of the week.
Pops' pop culture question of the week.
From a sports realm, D, what are you most thankful for this year in 2025? Since we're moving in on Thanksgiving.
I'm thankful for that we got some really good games for football. Football, there's no dominant team. NBA, there's no really dominant team. I think it's an even playing field for a lot of the major sports teams. And shoot, I'm thankful for that. We got something to cover as far as our show.
Right, I agree.
We got more than enough content to cover, more than enough stories to cover. I'm a little disappointed in my team, but besides that, I'm thankful for just there's some good. We got UFC that we could talk about. We got boxing we can talk about, like we just talked about right now. I mean, there's always
I guess it keeps us relevant.
It keeps us very relevant, and it keeps us to where we can make a bag. So
right, exactly.
It's getting to a point where we can start doing some things, and we can start getting outside the box, and it's helping us out to it's paving a way for us. So that's what I'm thankful for.
There you go. I can't say that any better from a personal standpoint with my team. Despite the mountain of injuries that the 49ers had, they're still in playoff contention. Mm-hmm. So can't be upset about that. My runner-up from a team aspect was I enjoyed watching the OKC Thunder, their title run, and I'm enjoying what I'm seeing.
That was a great
their
season.
Follow-up. As to my knowledge, they still only lost one game. And I watched them the other night, D, and they just look like they're having fun. And they enjoy playing the game, and they enjoy being together. Whoever does the post-game interview, they all come over and support that person. They look like they're really having a good time, and it's very refreshing to see that people like and enjoy being around each other and being great together. That's the other thing. You know, there didn't seem to be any animosity.
Right.
Yeah, we know SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is the star of that team, but they all embrace each other. And I'm thankful for that, to be able to witness that. And then from our standpoint, yeah, sports gives us a lot to cover, but at the same time, it's helping us get to that bag.
We're trying to get to that bag. We're trying
to get to that bag.
Cheese. It allows us to come on here every week, 2 times a week with our other spinoff shows.
Soon to be 3.
Soon to be 3.
Our business show, Standing on Business with me and D.
Standing on Business coming soon.
Me and D standing on business.
Standing on business. We standing on business for
grown
sure.
Grown man business.
Grown man. Hey, what'd I tell you? It's grown man. It's grown man business. I tell you what. It's grown man business.
Grown man business. All right, son. Let's see. It's time for that juicy news. As always, we are powered by Excess Energy and sponsored by MGD Apparel. Man. Yes, sir.
Go ahead now.
Can you hear it? I don't hear it. I get a good pour.
Yeah. It was a good pour. I'm
gonna do one more.
Fill up the cup is runneth over.
Over that juicy news. We had done that a long time.
The cup, right?
The cup is runneth with the good juice. I forgot about that. That just tells you that we've been doing this for a little minute.
Wow.
When you have stuff that you forget about that was funny, the juice is loose.
Over.
All right. With that juicy news, because if you don't know, now you know. Young brother. Young sister, young player, We'll just stop it
Just keep it
there. We
right
still
there.
hadn't rehearsed our additions.
We gotta do the renditions. But
What's that juicy news, son?
man, for that juicy news, because if you don't know, now you know. I came across this story because this got juicy. So former NBA player Patrick Beverly, I guess currently he's a podcaster. That's what he's doing now. Gets arrested on a third-degree felony assault on a family member, actually on his 15-year-old sister. So what happened was he came home and his 15-year-old sister was caught in bed with an 18-year-old boy.
Mhm.
So Patrick Beverly took it upon his hands, literally. He choked the sister, which they said was approximately about 20 to 30 seconds, holding her against the wall, choking her, throwing her around, and punched her in the eye.
Damn.
And also doing that was threatening, saying, I'm the family member that will kill you. He was arrested. So he was arrested. And people were saying, like, okay, there was an 18-year-old boy there, but you didn't do nothing to the 18-year-old boy.
Why you didn't bust him up? Yeah.
Why you didn't bust him up? That would almost be a little more justified, with the boy, another boy, 18. He's legal. Shoot, he's legal like that. He's in there. But you went at your little sister, who's a minor, 15 years old, and also a woman, and went upside her head.
Now, probably because she's disrespecting his house. I think that's where it comes from. I get where now let me back up. I wouldn't have been choking on her. But hold on, I left you home for a few minutes. Or I don't know how long you left her for. I come back and you getting your groove on.
And you got NLE Chopper in the bed.
Right. You got a young adult in the bed. You're still a minor.
15,
yeah.
He's a senior, damn near graduated.
Yeah, this shouldn't even be happening right now.
Now, on like
that's where I would be upset.
I wouldn't
have put my hands on her, but I would have snatched that ass out the bed. And go put some clothes on with your little nasty self. And bro, you need to go before I put my hands on you. Yeah.
He took it a little too far.
He took it way too far.
There definitely should have been some disciplinary actions on the sister, of course.
Yeah.
Because that's very
He took it too far though. Yeah.
That was very disrespectful.
Way too far.
You took it way too far. Man, have her do some push-ups or some wall sit or hey, you gotta be outside in the cold. You're not sleeping in my house. You do some. You got to clean the house. There's other disciplinary actions, routes that you could have done that would have been a little less crazy. Now you didn't end up in jail on a third-degree felony assault, especially with your history, with the
temper tantrums and all that.
Tantrum. It kind of fit the story. Like we weren't really surprised that he went about this because he's always been a loose cannon.
Did you see the picture of him, the mugshot? He was looking a hot mess.
A hot mess, bro. And I get, he was probably just spur of the moment.
It was boiling.
He was hot.
I went out to go grab some chicken tenders. I come back. You're doing it nasty.
You out here with old boy. Like, yeah.
Y'all on Instagram, IG Live, filming it. Making a little movie.
Should have been something about the disrespect.
Right.
But,
right,
bruh, you took it
way too far, Pat Bev.
Punching in the eye, choking her, throwing against the wall.
I don't condone that one.
You could have just got a symbol, just the belt.
You could have just got her and just, like I said, snatched her up and
got a belt.
Yeah,
and just did like a whooping or something like that. I don't know what I'm saying. Like, I don't whoop her. Like somebody would have been mad. As long as it ain't excessive. Like you could have just.
Yes, I like the little 18-year-olds already whipping her.
Yeah, that's true. You're something, but got like a switch. Go pick out your switch or something like that. Like there could have been other ways to go about it, but man, he took it way too far, and now he's looking at a little jail time with these charges. So
yeah, he's not gonna be able to escape all of them. Especially, you knew it was a fact that you did put your hands on her. Yeah, bro, you went over the line, Pat Bev.
It's just a little excessive.
That's almost sit your ass down worthy.
Oh yeah,
because you went way too far.
You took it way too far.
Way too far.
Like, we understand that you had to.
Oh, you were upset. Yeah, I get that.
Upset. You don't want it to happen again. You don't want this to be a slippery slope. So you had.
And expect to come home to no XXX movie.
All right, I'm gonna go out and go get some food. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
When it's gone, you didn't call little other dude over here.
Little Romeo.
Look, yeah.
Little homeo.
Look, yeah. He
Excuse me.
he
All
had to
right,
set
that's a
he had to
good one.
yeah,
That's a
he had to
good
set the
one.
tone, but damn, you took it a little too far, Pat Bev.
Way too far. All right, son. Moving on to our pops, flops, and props.
Pops, flops, and props.
Oh, those pops, flops, and props.
Pop's gonna go to happy Thanksgiving, man. We're coming down to another holiday where you get around friends, family. You got football, get-togethers. This
Mm-hmm.
is a time where you don't have to work. Enjoy your family. Get out there, watch some football, watch some sports, with basketball, whatever. Enjoy your time. It's a good time of the year. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
And don't forget, while you're enjoying yourself and have a little time off, listen and watch the Me and D Pops and Son
Absolutely.
podcast.
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
make that my pops as well. I like that one. Who you flopping?
flop. We talked about it earlier in the show. It's crazy that we talked about it. I'm gonna give it to the Cleveland Browns management. As a Kevin Stefanski, if the GM something, you
Andrew
guys do not
Barry
know
is the
GM.
GM. Yeah.
Him, you guys do not know how to handle quarterbacks. Like this year alone, Joe Flacco. I know Dylan Gabriel got hurt, but he wasn't looking good. You throw Shador in there, he looked terrible. You got him starting against the Raiders. We'll see if he developed it all, if he was prepped at all, if he was ready at all, if he's been learning it all. It's not slowly only just on the Cleveland Browns, but there's a little correlation between the amount of quarterbacks that have come through your organization and they have none of them been successful. Soon as they leave to go somewhere else, they have some success. So my flops are going to the Cleveland Browns for not just setting up not only Shador, but just any of your quarterbacks this year. None of them have looked well, and they go to other places and they look a lot better. That's my flop.
You know, something to add to that part, like we talked about the whole organization, because you gave Myles Garrett, who in the offseason threatened to leave, wanted to trade, you gave him $40 million. Dude is probably going to be the defensive player of the year again on a losing team. Now, what does that say about your organization? You got one of the best defensive talents, a generational talent at that, and you're wasting him. You would have been better off if you had sense to trade him and get you some future draft picks and build that team up. Now that really makes me wonder the thinking in that organization. You paid this man $40 million. You're still going to be losing. You're still losing.
You paid him $40 million to have one of the best players in the league, but
he's just wasting his talent away. And you got nothing to show for it now because you're definitely paying him the $40 million.
You could have got some good collateral.
You could have got some damn good collateral.
Man.
For Myles Garrett, you'd have got a couple first-round draft picks.
Easily.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, that's a flop. My flop is this whole Brandon Ayuk situation. It was ugly from the jump when he held out. Then he got hurt. Now he's not coming back. The only, like we were talking about earlier, silver lining. You know, we're going to get that 25 to 26 million back for next year to help possibly fortify that defense and maybe the offensive line. Who you propping, son? Who you propping?
I was going to go to David Benavidez and Devin Haney for getting wins last night.
That's mine too.
Yep. They got some good wins last night for them. And it was good. It was actually a good showing for some boxing. It was actually some good boxing on. If you didn't get a chance to check it out, it was some pretty good boxing. I know Devin Haney got a knockout, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought he won a unanimous decision. I think he knocked him down. Yeah, he knocked him down. Yeah, also the Jesse Bam Rodriguez and Sam Noakes for their wins as well. But yeah, on that card, another good Ring Magazine fight card. They've been putting together some real good cards. All right, son, it's that time of the podcast of the show, excuse me, where we get to tell someone to sit your ass down. Man, sit your ass down. Please. And thank you. Who you telling, son?
My sit your ass down is going to go to Patrick Beverly. I mean, I already had it there. You just went a little too far, big dog. And that's what you do in anything. When you was in the NBA and all that, you just take it just a little farther than what it needs to be. I get it. I don't get the excessiveness. I get the way, that you're in the heat of the moment and all that, but you just always take things too far. It's just that one person who just takes it too far.
Every time.
Every time you just doing the most right now. Like
right.
Just a little bit too extra, bro. Calm down. Like there was other ways to go about it. to where that wouldn't
And
happen
get your
again.
point across, yeah.
Get your point across, and you wouldn't have been
And you
looking
would have been in
crazy
jail, yeah.
in jail. Now you got yourself in jail because you don't know how to act and control your emotions. You can't control your urges. She couldn't control her urges.
She definitely couldn't control her.
She couldn't control her urges. She didn't know what was going to risk it all. But you can control your urges, and you the adult. You the elder. You're supposed to have some type of
It's about urges and emotions.
urges and emotions. Learn how to control it. She's 15 years old.
Right.
She don't really
She's
know
still
how
learning, yeah. She's young.
She's not emotionally intelligent. She doesn't know how to control it. You 30-something plus years old. You should be able to control your emotions, big dog, and know how to handle a situation. But again, you take it too far. Patrick Beverly, sit your ass down.
Sit your ass down, Pat Bev. All right, son. I'm gonna tell somebody.
Now that you in there, now she calling no boy back.
Hey, as soon as he got booked, come on back.
Hey, coming back. Oh, I'm gonna go to your house. Now
Yeah, I
you
go to your house.
Can't stop it.
We need to finish. Anyway.
My brother gone.
You're like, shoot, man, he done knocked you out. I'm good.
I
called up Rhonda.
Right. I called her old girl. Y'all toxic over there.
Y'all crazy over there. I knew I should have came over there.
I should have visited you.
Mine's gonna go to Brandon Ayuk, D. Simple. You got your money and you got hurt. I didn't want you to leave the organization, but you knew you had contract obligations to fulfill. You needed to be around the team. Look at Fred Warner. From the first day after he was injured, after his surgery, he's been with the team every week. Mm-hmm. He's down in the tunnel, dapping up the players when they go out, when they come back, congratulating them. I think Bosa's been around to see they all come back and they rehab with the team and show their face. It's obvious you don't want to be there.
Right.
They don't want you there, and I'm glad you're going to be leaving. But in the meantime, hey, man, go ahead. Sit your ass down. I do want you to go ahead and fully heal is what I'm trying to say. Get yourself right. Go play for somebody else. I don't think you're going to have the career that you think that you should have had if you stayed in the Bay. But I wish you no ill will, man. But I do want you to sit that ass down.
You're going to have to.
Woo-wee. That's a lot, man. We chopped it up, son. Good lead into the Thanksgiving holiday.
Absolutely.
As we said earlier, we wish everyone a happy, safe Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, safe holiday.
A lot of good sports to watch. Sit down, eat some good food, spend some time with family, friends. And we can't thank you all enough for listening and watching the Me and D
Pops and Son
podcast.
For that ass.
All right, son. For that ass. All
right. Sure, but until next time. With that Lane Kiffin, I'ma holla at you.
Are you?